In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a storybook with Google Gemini. So the first thing, you are going to go to gemini.google.com, like here, gemini.google.com. And it's important that you do this while you're logged in to your Gmail account. You need to have a Google account. If you do this and you're not logged in, you're not going to see the option, okay? So you do not need to have a pro subscription, but you do need to be logged in. If you do not see that that option here on the left, you're just gonna see like the main screen here. You just come here to this little burger here and you click on expand menu, okay? And then you're gonna see storybook. So you're gonna click on storybook. And you can see that's an experiment, and this is for you to create a customized picture book for either children or adults, given a topic, an optional target audience age, and an optional art style for the images. Okay, and then they give you some ideas of how you could do it. So you could, for example, add someone's photo and say, you know, give it the topic. This one here is funny. It's a photo of my college roommate, Amelia. She leaves empty mugs everywhere. Write a funny storybook. So there is some ideas here of how you could use it. Let's do another one. You see my recent one here was my cats. They're called Lena and Matilda and the Grumpy Witch. So we could do a new one for my cats. Let's say Lena, generate a book for children age, let's give an age range, so like say 5 to 7, about my cats Lena and Matilda. And then you need to give them a description. If you don't, they're just gonna generate random cats. So I want to say Lena is a Russian blue, Matilda is a brown Burmese. Or if you had a photo, you could add files as well. So you could add a photo. You could either upload or add from Drive. So if you add it, then, you know, say you want to do it, a book about your dog, you could add the photo of the dog. So then the AI knows to use the likeness in the story. So I'm just saying, generate a book for children age 5 to 7 about my cats Lena and Matilda. And it's a Russian brew. Matilda is a brown Burmese. The story should be about learning how to share. Okay, so I gave it the age range, I gave what it's about, and I gave a likeness for the characters. If I didn't, it would just generate some random cats. All right, so we're gonna click submit. And this is going to take a while to generate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it once this is done, and edit the video, and I'll just show you once it's ready. All right. So it did write the book. You see it here, Lena and Matilda's Big Share. And it gets the name of your account and says, my account is named Spreadsheet. So it says bye. So let's go through the book, and then we can ask the AI to make some edits, okay? So just, if you click on it, it just opens and you can read it. But the fun thing is that you can listen, and you can, if you come here to the top and listen, you can choose the voice. So let's try with the higher pitched voice. Let's go listen.
Lena the cat was the color of a stormy sky, all soft gray and silver. She loved quiet naps and watching dust motes dance in the sunlight.
Okay, let's pause and let's check the lower pitched voice.
Lena the cat was the color of a stormy sky, all soft gray and silver. She loved quiet naps and watching dust motes dance in the sunlight. Matilda the cat.
Let's pause it. Okay, so those cats look nothing like my cats, but today there was a brand new toy with feather wand with bright blue and purple feathers. Okay, so you see where the story is going. There's a new toy, and they are going to have to learn how to share, which is actually, I find the stories are quite good usually. They pulled and pulled, but then one wouldn't move. So you see, boing, they broke the toy. And then they try again, and this time Lena played with the feathers and Matilda played with the stick. Running and chasing, sharing a toy was much more fun than sharing a grump. So I think it's a good story. I like the story. There is no usually there might be some awkward things with like the head direction or like 3 paws or stuff like that. But I think that overall, you see, I don't see anything weird in the images. You see, they look good. The proportions look good. So we can, the only complaints that I have in this case are, we can close it here, exit full screen. Okay, so I have 2 things. I wanted to change the name of the writer, and I wanted to change the images of the cats. The problem is, whenever you ask it to make changes, it might rewrite the story. And I quite like the story you wrote here, but I'll show you what happens. So, name of the author should be, let's say, my pen name is Flower Power. The cats should look more like a Russian blue and chocolate brown or maize. I misspelled it, but it's no problem. The AI understands misspellings. So let's try again. Okay, I asked it to edit the name of the writer, and I asked it to edit the cats. And again, this is going to take a while, so I'm going to edit. Okay, so it did edit the cats. I don't think it did a better job. Gray cat looks the same, so I think in this case it would have been better if I just added a photo to let the AI know how the cats actually look like. But it did edit the name of the writer. See, Lena and Matilda's Big Share by Flower Power. Let's see how much it changed the story. A similar story. Let's see, Still the Wand. Okay, so it didn't change it that much. Still kind of the same overall story that they were sharing. They didn't want to share, and then the toy broke. So then they learned how to share, and it was much more fun playing together. So yeah, I think there is, you can ask for a few edits. I will say, if you get a book that is like 95% there, I would maybe leave it as it is, because every time you edit, it might change something else. So I would be careful there. And then just to show you here at the top, here is how you move the pages, and you can make it full screen, you can print it, or you can share the storybook. I think this is really cool. You can just send it on a link, or you can publish it on LinkedIn, Facebook, etc. As I said, again, here you can choose the voices to have it read. And one thing that I've done and I've seen people doing is you can ask the AI to read it, and then you can just record the AI reading it, and then you can basically post it on YouTube or whatever platform it is you like to share your stories. So it's a very easy way if you wanted, for example, to have a channel where you're just sharing kids' books. I would say there's a lot of AI content out there, so I don't go creating a whole business around it, because I think it's a little saturated. But if, something that you want to do for fun or a little bit more niche, that might be a good idea. All right, let me know in the comments if you have any questions. And if you found this helpful, please like and subscribe to support the channel. Thank you. See you in the next one.